उत्तिष्ठित जाग्रत प्राप्य वराणि बोधतः।
Hello, Dr. Panchai. Let me add also my note of welcome.
Thank you.
And I feel so nice that I am at least involved in a conversation of doing something together with the Thailand University and particularly Siam. I have always wondered, which are the collaborations to succeed, which just become like that. So we want to find a reason, we should find a reason of having something which is practical and applied and goes, which is interesting. So I'll come to the possible areas. But briefly, let me say that about 40 years ago, I had the privilege of developing MBA Technology Management of AIT, Bangkok. And then later, about 35 years old, at the Open University of Thailand. And those relations brought the relevant institutions together. Many of the deans of AIT used to go from India, and with the Indira Gandhi National Open University, the relationship developed very, very nicely with the Open University. So now let me broadly say what's happening. Your school is both engineering, medical, and so on. And we have management, engineering, computer science. So in a sense, the match is there. We are not that big, but we are not small. So I just want to share with you and explore with you the thoughts of the areas. One is robotics. In India, it's very, very interesting situation. Use of robotics per capita is the smallest in the world. Number of robotics engineers per capita is the highest in the world. And therefore,
it is very exceptional.
Therefore, what they manufacture, they also create museums around it, technology beginning and technology end. And then business for them is educating about it, not so much selling. However, we have such friends and colleagues, and we should seriously consider doing something together in robotics. Maybe a course which is taught together, maybe maybe people visit each other, but that can be worked out. Second, obviously, is your country has interest in space. India, fortunately, is quite ahead in space.
Right.
That is Indian Space Research Organization. Right now, Chandrayaan is up. 2 days ago, we sent satellites of various countries, actually. Singapore, 6 satellites were also there. So we have become quite good in designing, making, launching satellites, and the safety record is very good. Now, ISRO itself has developed some programs on remote sensing, which are done online plus or on-site or online only. And these are primarily in the area of interpreting the data. So we acquire the capability, therefore today it can be rented or you can have your own satellite, doesn't matter, you can buy the data. But now you have to analyze it yourself. That is your country or your department's responsibility. So maybe we should explore whether there is something common which can be done there. And third is a small, in the management we may start some joint project. For example, if the rice grains are sold together with Vietnam and so on, or we have this trilateral road project planned for quite some time, going from Manipur to Myanmar to Thailand, possibly to Vietnam also. So something like that which has a practical utility, people can get interested, that how to formulate a project like that. So I will stop there. In terms of
your opinion on that.
I think that that's quite interesting. And I think that since you also have experience in Thailand, both at Asian Institute of Technology, which is a very fine engineering-based Institute of Technology, and also Sukhothai Thammathirat University, which is one of the largest open university in our region. So what you have recommended to me, I think that is quite interesting, because Siam University is also like engineering-based institution. We used to be the first engineering school, private engineering school in Thailand many years ago. And then right now we also have a Department of Mechanical Engineering and also Department of electricity and electronic engineering. I think that in order to combine the knowledge in this field, I think we can make the robotic field of study. And I think that when we're talking about the robot or robotics, we also need to link it with the digital technology.
Right.
And I think that I truly interested and like to explore this with your 5 institution. And in terms of the space program, I think that is possible because Thailand right now we also have the space authority with the director who graduated, who used to be the professor at Purdue University. And I think that in that space program, we also trying to start with a small satellite going to the space. And I think that our Minister of Higher Education, Science and Innovation also have target that within the next 20 years, we'd like to go to the moon. And I think that we might start with the robot. And I think that if we're trying to collaborate with each other and then try to have the project, as you have mentioned, with the robot and then have the big target together, I think that is possible. And secondly, about the rice issue, I think that's also very interesting because, if we count the rice production between 3 countries, that's Thailand, Vietnam, and India. We also like the OPEC. I think that we also can more or less talking about what should be the right price of the rice grain. And I think that it's a time that we should collaborate. But the problem is that like Thailand and Vietnam, we are like competitors. We also need the third parties to work with us. And India might be a good third party in order to do that. I think that in my view, I think that petroleum is important, but rice or food is even more important nowadays because everyone have to eat to have the food security. So I think that if we're trying to working together about this by our Department of Economics or Department of Business Administration, that also will be the good thing for our region. We can start with our research and innovation together. So I totally agree on your proposal. And you have the third proposal, right?
Third proposal is it's called trilateral road.
Oh yeah, for the road and logistics.
Manipur to Myanmar to Thailand.
Yeah, I think that's also a good idea because, as you know, we also used to have like China also like to have like the big railway. And why don't we also working with India for the road?
This trilateral road you have constructed for many years.
Yeah.
We completed it.
Yeah.
Because of problems in Myanmar.
Yeah, I think that's a big project. I mean, in general, I'm interested in that. But I think that it might need some time. But I think that in order to be higher education, we're trying to foster our students who will be the leaders in the future. If we're trying to thinking about a big target together and start with something that is implementable, such as the program in robotics, I think that's the good thing to do.
Right.
And I also very excited to come here and to work with the leaders of this institution for the project that we have talking about. And I also wish that the faculties and the students of this institution also have the interest to work with us in Thailand as well, because I think that the leaders is important, but the more important is the member and the team. I hope that both of our team members will be willing to work with us. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate what Professor 𝐿𝐂𝐐𝐵 has said, and as suggested by Professor Khurana, we are also excited to work in robotics and space technologies, and the idea of the OPEC of rice.
Yeah, OPEC of rice, right.
is really, really interesting. I think this is an idea which, if given to governments, people will immediately jump on it. and this actually is the right time to even think about it, specifically when the world is facing the challenges in food, specifically the grains, and which also includes rice. So I welcome and thank Professor Ponnchai to be here with us and to spare out his valuable time irrespective of his very, very busy schedule. And we are as institutions are excited to work with each other, and will soon work on interesting projects in the near future.
Yeah, I'm also very much excited about
Right.
it. At first, I think that I also very much like to visit here and to relax a little bit.
Yeah.
But after the conversation, I think that I'm even more excited. And thank you very much for a lot of homework that we can work together.
Right.
I think that what we have started our conversation today, we will have a lot of positive change and big impact, not only to our institution, but to the community and to our society. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Colonel.